Special thanks to Patreon supporter Derek Frost Westbrook for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here, bringing you another Minecraft Cold War aircraft tutorial. In this tutorial we go ahead and build the Martin 6M SeaMaster. The Martin 6M SeaMaster, built by Glenn L. Martin Company, was a 1950 strategic bomber flying boat for the United States Navy that almost entered service. Production aircraft were built and the Navy crews were undergoing operational training, with service entry expected in about 6 months when the program was cancelled on August 21st, 1959. Envisioned as a strategic nuclear weapon delivery system for the Navy, the SeaMaster was eclipsed by the Polaris submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Due to the political situation at the Pentagon, the Navy promoted the P6M primarily as a high-speed mine layer. In the immediate post-war defense climate, the United States Air Force's Strategic Air Command was the linchpin of the United States' security as the sole means of delivery of the nation's nuclear arsenal. The Navy saw its strategic role being eclipsed by the Air Force and knew both its prestige and budgets were at stake. Its first attempt to address this came in the form of the USS United States, a large supercarrier intended to launch Navy strategic bombers. This was cancelled in 1950, shortly after her keel was laid down. A victim of budget cuts and U.S. Air Force interference, in response, the Navy chose to create a seaplane striking force, useful for both nuclear and conventional warfare, including reconnaissance and mine laying. Groups of these planes, supported by the seaplane tenders of special submarines, could be located close to enemies, and being mobile, they would be hard to neutralize. The requirement issued in April 1951 was for a seaplane able to carry a 30,000-pound warhead over a range of 1,500 miles from its aquatic base. The aircraft was to be capable of low altitude dash at Mach 0.9. Both Convair and Martin submitted proposals, and the Martin proposal was chosen as the more promising. An order of 2 prototypes was issued, which was projected to lead to 6 pre-production aircraft and a projected 24 production aircraft. Originally, the plane was to have a Curtiss Wright turbo ramp-jet engine, but this ran into problems and a more conventional Allison J71A4 turbojet was employed. Fitted in pairs and over wing pods to help keep the spray out of the intakes, the wings swept at 40 degrees were used. They displayed a notable adheral and were designed with wingtip tanks that doubled as floats on the water. Many features of the Martin's XB-51 bomber prototype were used, including the all-flying T-tail and a rotating bomb bay, pneumatically sealed against seawater in the P6M. So yeah, the P6M SeaMaster here, a very interesting aircraft and one of those super unique Cold War type aircraft, really to say the very least about it. Again, it's basically designed to be a strategic bomber. I guess it's kind of very similar to the Russians and the Soviets that were building actually an anti-ship missile launching seaplane as well. Forget the actual proper name for it. But yeah, they were actually building one of those, so it's kind of similar in that type of setup, except this one here is designed to basically just use the sea as a landing platform and wasn't designed to use the effects of basically being a large plane hovering above the water, using that effect, which I forget the name of also. But yeah, it's a really cool aircraft and should make a fun addition to any of your worlds if you're looking for some Cold War type of aircraft and all that. As I said, this was a project that was canceled. A total of 12 of these were built. I don't really know if any of these are still around that you can actually see museum-wise, but still a pretty interesting aircraft nonetheless. So with that though, let's go ahead and give a big thanks to this video's Patreon supporter, Derek Frost Westbrook, who made this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more you already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in my video descriptions, where you can go and pledge a follow out to the channel every month, and in doing so, earn a vehicle request you're choosing. It really helps support the work I do on my channel. It's really greatly appreciated, so definitely feel free to check that out. Again, link will always be in my video descriptions. With that, let's go ahead and move in here to take a look at the Martin P6M SeaMaster. So, obviously, we don't really have a landed or in-flight version, as basically the same thing would apply for this. This was not fitted with landing gear, so it would be strictly based to basically sea operations. As you can see, it's obviously a float plane here, so it's got that very traditional kind of float plane type of hole, I guess, or not really hole, but fuselage. And then we have the front up here where obviously the pilot section or the cockpit would be, and the front nose, all that stuff, markings on the side here, doors to get in and out of the aircraft. As you move further back, we have the wings here. Very interesting design here with the mounting of the engines actually on the top of the wings there, which is kind of cool and unique for this aircraft. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the wings here themselves. Go out to the side here. You have these little pods on the side and really nice detail for the wings. And as we move our way back further, we have the tail of the aircraft here. Nothing too fancy. And then it also is outfitted with a remote controlled turret on the back here of the aircraft. But yeah, that right there is pretty much it for this overview here for the P6M SeaMaster. Overall, really nice looking aircraft, and one that'll make a really fun addition to as a seaplane, maybe at some of your bases or something like that, if you're looking for something kind of interesting to put, or even I know some of you guys are building museums and all that stuff. Just a cool kind of museum piece that probably not a lot of people really know about, and I didn't know about this aircraft really until I was asked to build it. So fun build. Let's go and jump into it by beginning with our first layer number 1. Alright guys, so moved into our first layer here, we'll be going ahead and beginning with layer number 1. Now a few things I want to mention here before we go ahead and get started is first that if you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is we'll be building the entire start line of the build, and then we'll be going ahead and building the right side, and it'll be up to you guys to take the right side and copy it over to the left side. It'll make a little bit more sense as we progress for our first few layers here. Layer 1 here is a bit unique in this terms that we only have the center line of the aircraft that we'll be building in this layer in particular. So just keep that in mind as we approach in the future layers and all that stuff. That's what we're going to be going ahead, and that's how we're going to format the tutorial. In addition, this aircraft is available to be placed in the water, hence why it is a seaplane. To go ahead and basically build this in the water, if you do want to build it in the water, you want to make sure that this layer here is basically 3 blocks underneath the surface. So you can see the surface of the water here represented by this blue wool. We have a space underneath this, and then it's on this 3rd layer kind of water underneath here. This is where you want to start building the aircraft. If you want it to be in the water, if you haven't wanted it in flight, just know this is the lowest part of the build, and just make sure you have enough clearance so you're not going to run into the block height of the world. But anyways, once you have that all sorted out, we can go ahead and get started. Now the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to be placing down 2 iron trap doors. Now these are going to be kind of those top iron trap doors, so you're going to be coming off the top side there of the block. You're going to have a row of 2 of them. After that, you then want to go ahead and place down a row of smooth quartz, and this row right here is going to be a row of smooth quartz top slabs, a row of 29 in total, followed by 4 iron trapdoors on the end there. Just note, throughout the rest of the tutorial, we will be using quartz a lot, so if anytime I do say quartz, I do mean smooth quartz. We will not be using regular quartz just due to the harsh lines between those blocks, which just doesn't look as good as smooth quartz and doesn't flow as good, so just make sure that throughout the entire build you are using smooth quartz, even if I just say quartz. Anyways though, that right there is it for layer 1. Let's move on to layer number 2. Alright guys, so moving into our next layer, we move into layer number 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a smooth quartz block on top of this first iron trapdoor here in the front. We're going to place down a second block going forward, and then a quartz top slab down the front there. After this quartz block here, on top of this iron trapdoor, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 smooth quartz blocks back like that down the center. That right there is going to do it for our front side line. Let's go ahead and move to our back one. Beginning on this first iron trapdoor right here, we're going to place down a smooth quartz block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 smooth quartz blocks back. We're going to go then place down a row of 4 of pistons upside down. If you are on a different version of Minecraft, such as Bedrock or Pocket Edition, I would recommend placing down 4 smooth quartz slabs in this section instead. Again, you can go ahead and place down your pistons here if you're on Java, because we will be using a technique to make them basically flow here. And after we have that all done, basically you can go ahead and kind of determine what's going to work best for you guys and what game version you are on. With that all done though, we're going to go ahead and after those blocks there, we're going to place down 4 smooth quartz top slabs here, and then we're going to place down 4 iron trapdoors like that going back like so. Once we have that all done, we're going to go ahead and move back up to the front of the aircraft here. We want to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our 8th smooth quartz block here, we're going to place down a smooth quartz top slab to the side there, followed by an additional 1, 2, and 3. Back, so you have a total of 4 there. We would then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 smooth quartz blocks back. We're going to then place down 2 quartz ups and downstairs, 2 quartz top slabs, and then 1 and 2 iron trapdoors after those quartz top slabs. After that, again going out to the side here, we're going to start off by going ahead and going to our second quartz full block here. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors back, or sorry, 3 iron trapdoors back, and then we're going to place down a row of quartz top slabs. That's going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 quartz top slabs back, like so. And after we have that all done, optional, you can go ahead and also fill this inside in as well with smooth quartz. Completely optional, but again, something that you can do to fill this in completely, make it a little bit more solid. And with that all complete, this right here is what your layer should look like from the top down view. And yeah, obviously take what we did on the right side here, flip it over to the left side, and you'll have this layer complete. But that right there will conclude what we have for layer 2. With that, let's move on to layer number 3. And moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we want to begin with place down a quartz block on top of this quartz top slab here. We're going to place down 1 quartz block coming off of it toward the front, and then a white stained glass pane there on the very front of it, like so. After that, we want to go ahead and then go back from this quartz block here. We're going to place down an additional 3 more back, so you have a total of 5 going back from this glass pane right here. Also underneath this quartz block here, we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor as well, something I forgot to do in the previous layer, so just go ahead and make sure that gets put there. Anyways, after that though, that's our front center line, and we're going to go then move to our back. Our back center line, we're going to start off by place down 4 smooth quartz blocks on top of those 4 iron trapdoors. After that, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz full blocks. Again, same thing right here. You can go ahead and place down 4 quartz top slabs. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, if you're on Java, we'll place down 4 upside down pistons like so. Optionally, you can also go ahead and place down 2 quartz full blocks and then 2 quartz top slabs. That's something you can also do, which might be a little bit of a better way to do it. Kind of maybe make that flow a little bit better. But yeah, those are kind of your options there for when it comes to that section there. Anyways, after that, those 4 blocks, we're going to place down 4 quartz top slabs here, and then we're going to place down 4 iron trapdoors. Turn off those top slabs for the back there, and that right there will complete our rear center line. Moving back up to our front, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off this middle quartz block here. And we want to then place down 2 quartz top slabs back from it like so. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks back. And then after we have that done, we're going to then take our quartz top slabs and place down 1, 2, and 3 coming off the last 3 quartz full blocks. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 quartz full blocks back. And then we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 of our blue terracotta back. And this right here will be, again, 16 blocks at the back. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or actually my bad, sorry, we're going to place down 1, 2, and then we're going to place down 2 quartz upside down stairs. So 1, 2, and then 1 and 2 quartz top slabs, and then 1 and 2 iron trapdoors like that going back. On the inside here of the top slabs and iron trapdoors, we're going to place down 4 quartz full blocks. And then after that, we want to go ahead and place down an additional 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, go expanding past that. We then want to place down a row of 4 of quartz upside down stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs like that going back. After we have that all done right there, that is going to basically do it for what we have there for layer number 3 for the build. And at this point also, if you're on Java, we'll go ahead and do the /give command. So we're going to do /give space @p space Minecraft :debug, and it should autofill, but this right here is what you should have, debug _ stick. Press enter after using that command, and we'll get this kind of glowing stick here. We can go ahead and then go up to our pistons here, and we're going to go ahead and right click them like so. And the ones in the back here we're going to leave alone for right now, because just to show you guys, for example, if we were to alter our pistons, or our pistons like this, if we were to alter them like that, and then we place a block above them or to the side of them, it will change the properties and it will cause the piston to revert. So we're just going to leave that as is for right now, because we will be building on that in the next layer. But anyways though, that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. With that, let's move on to layer number 4. Moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go to the front of the build here. We're going to place down a quartz full block on top of this white stained glass pane, and we're going to then place down a white stained glass pane coming off that quartz block going forward. Going back from that, we're going to place down 2 more quartz blocks, and that right there will do it for your front center line there for the nose. Going to the rear of the build here, we're going to go ahead and start off by going ahead and placing down a quartz full block that'll be on top of this fourth quartz block from the previous layer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place down a block on top of that. And then we want to go ahead and then go back from that block a total of 20 quartz full blocks. So in total, this row is going to be 21. But we have 20 back from that first one. It should stick 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks past that last iron trapdoor there on the end. And then on the very end here, we're going to place down a quartz stair like so, to go ahead and finish off the back. With that all done, moving back up to the front, we're going to go and start working our way out to the side. We're going to place down 2 white stained glass panes coming off these 2 quartz full blocks, as well as a diorite wall. We're going to go then place down 2 quartz full blocks, then 1, 2, 3, 4 blue terracotta blocks, then 1, 2, 3 polished blackstone coming off those blue terracotta, and then we're going to go and then take our glass panes and place down 2 blue stained glass panes going forward like so. Going back from our polished blackstone, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34 of our blue terracotta back. I'm going to go double check our count here, and it should be 34 in total. We then want to place down 2 polished blackstone walls back, as well as a row of 4 of white stained glass panes. On the inside here, we're going to place down 2 blue terracotta on the inside there of those walls, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 smooth quartz on the inside there of those glass panes. We then want to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 smooth quartz blocks going back, and then along this center line here for the back, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diorite walls, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 white stained glass panes going back like so. And after we have that all done there, that's going to basically wrap up what we have here for the fuselage. And at this point, we are going to be going ahead and building the start here of our pylons. Or I say our pylons, but our little fuel tanks here. So I'm going to go in first off, just get a count of how far out to the side we're going to need to build it. And it's going to be quite a considerable length out to the side, as that is the tip of our wings. And the wings on this aircraft are pretty considerably large. So it's going to be basically 29 blocks out to the side here. We're going to go to this last row here, or the kind of the outside here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our 5th blue terracotta block. We're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29 blocks out to the side here. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor, and then we're just going to place down 3 more back. 1, 2, 3. So just like that. And at this point, we can go and then delete any of our markers that we used, as we will not need them anymore throughout the rest of the build. So we'll just go ahead and delete these all together. And we'll have basically these 2 standing rows of iron trapdoors to the sides there of the aircraft. Taking a look at it from above, this is what it should look like for the top-down view. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up everything we have there for this layer. Again, if you're on Java, we'll go back here to these pistons, and we can also go ahead and right-click those pistons with our debug stick to go ahead and lower them, or change the properties. As you can see, it has that nice sloping effect for the back of the aircraft, which is what we wanted. And that right there is what that accomplishes. Anyways though, that right there is going to conclude what we have there for layer number 4. And with that, let's move on to layer number 5. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. Layer 5 here is kind of the beginning of where things are going to get a little bit more difficult. I don't want to say difficult, but we are going to start moving into the wings. So just be prepared that these next few layers here are going to be a little bit longer, and will basically require you really paying attention, as the wings are very easy to make a mistake on. So just make sure you're paying close attention for these next parts, and we'll give room as best we can. Let's go and get started though. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place down a blue terracotta block on top of this quartz block up here in the front, followed by a second block going forward, a black concrete block, and then an Arabic top slab to go ahead and form the front there of the nose, and that's going to do it for our front center line. Moving to the rear of the build, we want to go ahead and basically expand upon this by going ahead and placing down a white shulker box on its side on top of this quartz stair, with a birchwood button coming off the front, or on the top there of that shulker box. Going back from this shulker box, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of smooth quartz. That's going to be a total of 13 blocks back, like so. With that all done, we're going to go ahead and move our way back up to the front, and we're going to start working our way to the sides. To begin with, we want to go ahead and place down a black stained glass pane coming off this black concrete block, and then 2 polished black stone walls back. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these blue terracotta blocks back. We're going to go to our last 3 blocks, place down 3 polished black stone walls to this side, and then 2 blue stained glass panes going forward. Then again, taking our blue terracotta, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36 blocks back. And we'll go ahead and double check the count here of it, and it should be 36 blocks in total. We then want to take our polished blackstone walls and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 walls back. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue stained glass panes back. On the inside here of the walls and blue stained glass panes, we're going to place down blue terracotta. So we should have a total of 9 blue terracotta blocks on the inside there. Then after that, we're going to place down smooth quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 smooth quartz blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 diorite walls. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 white stained glass panes back like that along the side there. With that all done, we are going to go ahead and now basically start working on the wings. So for the wings out to the sides here, you can see we have basically this much that we're going to be building, and we'll be starting with those pylons there out on the sides. Alright guys, so moving into our wings here, we're going to start off by going ahead and go into these iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 4 smooth quartz blocks up on top of them like so. We're going to then place down 2 smooth quartz blocks going toward the front like so, followed by a quartz upside down stair. On both sides of this quartz upside down stair, we're going to have a sign, or a birchwood sign, and then we're going to go ahead and place down an air brick top slab there, coming off that stair like that. On the back here, we're going to place down 1 more smooth quartz block toward the back, and then a smooth quartz top slab. We then want to go ahead and go to the middle full blocks, so the blocks here on top of those iron trapdoors, and on the outside of it, we're going to place down a row of 4 of light gray stainless panes. After we get that done, on the inside here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 upside down quartz stairs like so. At this point, we want to go ahead and place down an air brick top slab going forward like so. We're going to place down an air brick top slab here to the side, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks back. We're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz top slabs here to the side again. An air brick top slab that goes forward as well, followed by an air brick top slab again coming off this one, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks back. At this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a quartz top slab here, then 1, 2, 3 back, and then an air brick top slab here, an air brick top slab to the side of that one, and then again 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks back. On the end here of these 2 rows, we're going to place down 2 dark oak trapdoors. Continuing on, we're going to place down a quartz top slab, that will be right here, followed by 1, 2, 3 back, so you have a total of 4 there. We're going to place down 1 dark oak trapdoor toward the front here, and then 1 iron trapdoor toward the back. Next row here is going to be a dark oak trapdoor here, iron trapdoor, then 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs, and then 1 iron trapdoor on the end. Next row is going to be a dark oak trapdoor coming off this one, followed by 1 block forward, and then we're going to then place down 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors back, followed by 1 quartz top slab, and then 1 iron trapdoor. Next row here is going to be a dark oak trapdoor here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 iron trapdoors back. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron trapdoors, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And then after that, we're going to go then place down 1, 2, 3, 4 iron trapdoors, then 1, 2, 3, 4 iron trapdoors. Then coming off the middle, 2 iron trapdoors, we're going to place down basically 4 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to place down 2 more coming off the leading edge here. So the side facing toward the front, which will be that way there. So we have 2 more coming off the side of it like that, facing forward. And after you have that done, this right here is what it should look like for the top-down view of what we should have for that layer. Take a look at it from the side here. We're kind of like some different angles here. That's what it all should look like here. And again, this is kind of an overview of what it'll look like with both layers complete. Anyways, though, that right there is going to conclude what we have there for layer number 5 for the build. And with that, let's move on to layer number 6. Before we go and move on to layer 6, a few things I want to mention real quick. I did forget some things from the previous layer, and they were just minor little details, so we're going to go ahead and cover those now. First thing being is that after these, or after the walls there, we're going to place down 3 polished blackstone buttons like that going along the side there. We also have this National Star Insignia logo, which is going to go after those buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the materials to make the banners. I'm going to show you guys how to make those. So I'll be right back with the materials, and we'll go ahead and make those banners. Alright guys, so to make this National Star Insignia logo, it's really simple to make. What we're going to need here is 3 white banners, 1 red dye, and 6 blue dye. To make this, we're going to go ahead and go into our loom. We're going to go ahead and place down our first white banner. We're going to place down our red die in the banner. We're going to do the horizontal line for the center like so. That right there is going to be our first banner. We're going to go and take this first banner, place it back into our loom, this time with our blue die. We're going to do the line across the top there, and the line across the bottom to go ahead and create this striped banner that looks like that. We're going to set that aside, we're going to save that for later. We're going to go ahead and place down our white banners into our loom for our first one here. We're going to select the bottom left-hand corner of this blue, and we want to go and then select the top left-hand corner like that with our blue. That's going to create this banner, and the second banner, or sorry, third banner, we're going to do the same thing, but this time the bottom right, and then the top right. So we're going to go ahead and create 3 banners that look just like this. These banners will be placed on the side here of the aircraft right after those polished black stone buttons. We're going to have that striped banner, these 2 banners with the white facing toward each other, and then this banner right there for the National Star Insignia on the side of the aircraft. That right there is basically all you need to do for that, and that right there will basically conclude everything we now have for layer number 5. And with that, we'll go ahead and now move on to layer number 6. And moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a narrow brick slab on top of this top slab from the previous layer. Then 2 end rods coming off of it toward the front. Going back from that narrow brick slab, we're going to place down a narrow brick stair, and then 2 of our blue terracotta blocks directly after that. That right there is going to do it for our front center line. Let's go ahead and move to the tail. For the tail here, we're going to place down an upside down narrow brick stair on top of this white shulker box. And then we're going to place down 2 of these dark oak wood fence gates opened up toward the stair like so to go ahead and make our rear tail gunner. We're going to then go forward from this block with a total of 13 blue terracotta blocks going forward like that. And right there will basically make our center line, and with that we're going to go and work our way out to the sides. We're going to start off by going ahead and going to the front here. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off the side of this narrow brick stair, as well as a blue stained glass pane, and then a polished black stone wall. After that, we want to go ahead and then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blue terracotta blocks back, and then to the side here, 1, 2, and 3 polished black stone walls, and then we're going to place down 2 white stained glass panes like that after that. We then want to go ahead and go to the side here. We're going to place down a warp sign on the side of this polished black stone wall, and as well on the side of this blue terracotta block right there. After that's done, going back to this section here, after those polished black stone walls, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36 blue terracotta blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished black stone walls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blue stained glass panes. And on the inside here, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue terracotta blocks. And then an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 more like that after that last one there. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 polished black stone walls on the side here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blue stained glass panes along the side of that. With that all done, going back up to the front up here, we're going to go ahead and start working our way out to the wings here. To begin with, we're going to go ahead and go into our third from last blue terracotta block on the side. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 iron trapdoors going forward from it. So again, you have your third block from last, iron trapdoor to the side here, and that's going to be 10 forward from that. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 of iron trapdoors. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz top slabs. Then we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 iron trapdoors. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz top slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down the iron trapdoor here. Then a quartz top slab. Then an iron trapdoor. Then after that, we're going to then place down a quartz top slab, followed by a second one back. And then an iron trapdoor coming off both ends. From this here, we want to go ahead and then place down a quartz top slab coming off the iron trapdoor, then 1 and 2 quartz top slabs back, and then a narrow iron trapdoor in the end there. Next row here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz top slabs, 1 toward the front, and 1 more toward the back. So you have a total of 6 there. Our next row here will be a polished black stone stair. So coming off the side there of, or actually, sorry, my bad. Getting a little ahead of myself here. It's going to be a quartz top slab right there. And we then want to go and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 toward the front there, like so. At this point, we're going to place down a polished black stone stair right here. And on the back of that stair, we're going to place down a quartz full block. So quartz full block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz top slabs forward, like that. And after that fifth one, we are going to place down a nether brick top slab as well, like so. Our next row is going to be a nether polished blackstone stair here on the back. And that right there is going to be followed up with 1 and 2 quartz full blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz top slabs, and a nether brick top slab, like so, on the front. Next row here is going to be a polished blackstone slab, so let me go ahead and actually grab one of those real quick. So I'm going to place down a polished blackstone slab here, and then a blue terracotta block, followed by 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs, or quartz full blocks, and then we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. Actually, it's 2 quartz top slabs, and then a nether brick top slab, like that. Next row here is going to be another polished blackstone slab here, followed by a blue terracotta block, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz full blocks, a quartz top slab, like so, and then a nether brick top slab, like that. Next row here, another polished blackstone slab, a nether blue terracotta block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz full blocks forward, and then we're going to grab ourselves a black concrete block, and we're going to place down a black concrete block like that going forward. We're going to place down another black concrete block on the side of that one, and then going back from this, we're going to place down another row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smooth quartz, a blue terracotta block, and then a polished blackstone slab there on the end. At this point, going ahead and continuing on, we want to go ahead and place down a black concrete block right here, and then we're going to go ahead and take our smooth quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smooth quartz blocks back, and we're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone slab on the end here, and then a daylight detector, which we'll need to grab from our creative menu, which will be on the end here as well, and this will be turned to night mode like so. After that's all done, we want to go ahead and place down a nether brick slab, which will be coming off the side of this black concrete block, and then another black concrete block behind that slab, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz full blocks, then a quartz slab, a polished blackstone slab, and then a daylight detector turned to night mode again. Next row is going to be a nether brick slab coming off this black concrete block here, a black concrete block behind it, 2 smooth quartz full blocks, a quartz slab, a polished blackstone slab like so, and then another daylight detector turned to night mode on the end there. We then also want to go ahead and go into our creative menu. We'll grab ourselves some end rods, and we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, and 3 end rods coming off those 3 daylight detectors like that on the back there. After that, go ahead and continue on. We're going to place down a nether brick slab here, black concrete block behind that, and then we're going to go ahead and follow this up with a blue terracotta block, followed by 2 quartz slabs, and then a polished blackstone slab, and then another daylight detector turned to night mode on the end. Next row is going to be a nether brick slab on top of this trapdoor. After that, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone walls, followed by 2 quartz slabs, and then 2 daylight detectors, again turned to night mode, like so. Our next row here is going to be a nether brick slab, like so. Then 2 polished blackstone slabs, a smooth quartz slab, and then 1, 2, 3 daylight detectors, and we're going to turn these last 2 to night mode. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a daylight detector up here in the front, turn that to night mode. Behind that, we're going to place down a polished blackstone slab, and then a quartz slab, and we're going to then place down a daylight detector, and then 2 more. These last 2 are going to be turned to the night mode. Next row here is going to be 1 and 2 daylight detectors turned to night mode, then 2 daylight detectors left on the day mode, and then 2 more turned to night mode like that after that. Next row here is going to be 1, 2, 3 daylight detectors like this across. The first 2 here are going to be turned to night mode. Behind that, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some birchwood trapdoors. We're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor like so. Make sure that's closed. And we then want to place down a dark oak trapdoor like so. And we'll grab ourselves some blue carpet. And on top of this trapdoor on the back here, we're going to go ahead and very simply just place down some blue carpet on top of that. Next row here is going to be 2 2 dark oak trapdoors, then 2 birch trapdoors. After that, we're going to place down 2 blue carpet. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3 dark oak trapdoors, and then after that, 2 blue carpet. We're going to place down 2 dark oak trapdoors, and then 1, 2, and 3 blue carpet. After we have that all done, we want to go and then place down a black carpet on top of this nether brick top slab here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 blue carpet back, a nether or a narrow black carpet, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue carpet after that. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and place down a black carpet on the front here. Going back from that, we're going to place down 1 and 2 daylight detectors, turn these to night mode, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished black stone slabs, a daylight detector again turned to night mode, and then a narrow blue carpet there on the end. And after we have that all done there, that right there will basically conclude what we have for the wings. And with that, taking a look at it from above here, this we should have for the top-down view so far. Anyways, that right there will conclude what we have for layer number 6. And with that, one thing also I would like to mention here, real quickly, is we do have a few little details we want to throw onto the sides here of the aircraft. So I'm going to go and grab just the necessary materials for that real quick, and we'll go ahead and basically do this. So to begin with, we're going to place down a polished black stone button here. After that, on that first block, then a tripwire hook, then a polished black stone button, followed by an item frame, a red bed in the item frame rotated sideways, and then a warp sign on the side there if you're on Java. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, you can't place an item frame and sign in the same block space, so if that's the case, just go ahead and place down the item frame and disregard the sign, as the sign is just a little bit of extra detail. Also in the front here, we do have the aircraft number, which for us, we went ahead and did a single digit. You can fit a 2-digit number here by going ahead and deleting that warp sign right there, so you can have a 2-digit number there if you do want. But for us, we just have the number 8. It's not really based off anything in particular. I mean, there obviously was a number 8 P6M, but not really based off anything, just a number 8 there on the side of it. And I'm not going to show you guys how to make the banner just because there's a bunch of numbers and, you know, there's plenty of tutorials out there that do cover how to actually make those banners. So if that is something you're interested in, just feel free to look at one of those other banner tutorials out there. And that's just the section it's going to go on both sides there of the aircraft. Anyways, though, with that all out of the way, that is going to conclude everything we have to mention there for layer number 6. And with that, we'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 7. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 7. For layer 7, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a narrow brick slab on top of this second blue terracotta block in the front here, followed by another brick stair. After that, a black concrete block, a blue terracotta block. If you do want to do an interior, we're going to go ahead and you can either leave a space open right here, or if you don't want to do an interior, we're just going to close this off with black concrete just so you can't see into the aircraft, and it just kind of makes this look a little bit nicer. So we're just going to go ahead and fill this in with a row 3 here of black concrete. And that right there is going to do it for our front, or I should say kind of our center line there. Anyways, after we have that all done, we're going to then go to the tail here. We're going to place down another brick stair on top of this one here. Also, one thing I forgot from the previous layer is we also want to place down a wither skeleton skull on the side of this stair right here from the previous layer. And the same thing will be done on the sides here of this narrow brick stair up on the top of it like so. Going from the back of this narrow brick stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of blue terracotta that goes back a total of 15 blocks from the back of that stair. So just like that there for the tail there. Once we have that all done, we want to go and then go back up to the front here, and we're going to start working out to the sides here. We're going to place down a narrow brick slab to the side of this narrow brick stair, a black concrete block, 2 blue terracotta blocks back, 2 black stained glass blocks, then 2 blue terracotta blocks after that. One thing I want to mention up here in the front is what you can go ahead and do to go ahead and make this little lever this end rod that sticks out toward the front here. Now, to begin with, if you are on Java or Bedrock, I would recommend placing down a wither skeleton skull right here. If you are on a different version, such as Java, we can go ahead and use our debug stick, which we used previously in the tutorial. For this, we're going to build our end rod in. So we'll place our end rod like so above that blue stained glass pane. We're going to place a block to the side of that wall like so, and then we're going to grab a lever and place a lever on the side of this block. We can go and then do our command here to go ahead and grab our debug stick. So same command we used before, and we can go ahead and left click this until we get selected face, and it should say wall. We're going to go and right click this, and then it should say face to floor. We're going to go and then left click this again until we get selected facing, and we're going to go and rotate this until the lever is facing toward the end rod like that, going back. And basically you'll do that for both sides, either version. So again, Java over here on the right, and other versions over here on the left. After that though, go into the sides here of these 2 blue terracotta blocks. We're going to place down 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 polished black stone slabs, and then we're going to place down 2 polished black stone walls. On the side of this first wall here, we're going to place down an item frame, and then we're going to go and place down a red concrete block in the item frame, rotate on its side like so, as well as a warp sign on the side there of that if you're on Java. Well, we're going to go and then place down a black stained glass pane going back like so. Again, if you're not doing it interior, we'll close this glass pane off with a black concrete block there on the inside. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue concrete blocks back, and there a black stained glass block, and again a black concrete block there on the inside if you're not doing interior. After that, we're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 blue blue terracotta blocks back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polished black stone stairs after that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blue stained glass panes. On the inside here, we're going to place down a blue terracotta block on the inside there of that first stair, or sorry, the last stair I should say, and then going back from it, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 blue terracotta blocks, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 polished black stone stairs, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 blue stained glass panes like that going toward the back there. And once we have that all done, that right there will basically do it for our fuselage here. And we also want to place down a polished black stone button on this blue terracotta block. With that all out of the way though, that is going to basically wrap up our fuselage, and let's go ahead and start diving into our wing section. So our wings here, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and start from the back here and work our way toward the front. We're going to place down a polished black stone slab on top of this iron trapdoor here, and we're going to go ahead and place down a second slab like that going forward. After we have that done, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 polished black stone stairs like so, and then we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 blue concrete going forward. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks going forward. So just double check here. Should have 3 past those iron trapdoors, and we have 3 past. And then we want to go and then grab our quartz top slabs, and we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs going forward, and then after that 3 iron trapdoors like so. Our next row here is going to be an iron trapdoor coming off the side here of this one, and going back from this, we're going to place down a row of 4 of quartz top slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks. We're going to go then place down a blue terracotta block. And at this point right here, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. So if we are having this aircraft flying, we're going to go ahead and make our engines glowing. So we'll have a glowstone block and then an orange stained glass block like that for our engines to look like they're actually on. If you are having this aircraft turned off, I would recommend just going ahead and placing down a black concrete block right here. Or actually probably preferably right there. So just our black concrete block like that, and we're going to go ahead and have a stone button on it like so for your engines, and we'll have that turned off if you have it docked or basically in a museum or something like that. Either way will work. We'll just go ahead and have our engines activated for this one, so we'll have that on both sides there. After that's all done, we want to go ahead and take our blue concrete, or blue terracotta I should say. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smooth quartz blocks, and actually it's going to be one more, so it's going to be 7, and then 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs going forward, and we're going to go then place down a nether brick top slab like so. Next row here is going to be another brick top slab coming off this one, then 1 and 2 quartz top slabs back, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quartz full blocks, a blue terracotta block, glowstone, orange stained glass, and then after that, that right there is basically that. After this, we're going to go then place down a polished blackstone wall coming off this glowstone and this orange stained glass block like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 2 of blue stained glass panes back, so 1, 2. After that, going forward from this, we're going to place down another polished blackstone wall, as well as 1, 2, and 3 blue terracotta blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks going forward like so. And after that, we want to go then place down a black concrete block, and then a nether brick top slab like that for the front there. Next row here is going to be a nether brick top slab coming off that black concrete block, a nether black concrete block back from that quartz or that nether brick top slab, and we're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz top slabs, a blue terracotta block like so. We're going to then follow this up with 2 polished blackstone slabs, and then we're going to have a daylight detector here turned to night mode on the very end there. Our next row is going to be a nether brick top slab coming off the side of this one, and then a nether black concrete block back, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz blocks, blue terracotta, 2 polished black stone slabs, and a daily detector like that on the end, turn to night mode. Next row is going to be a nether brick top slab here, coming off the side of this block, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a black concrete block behind that nether brick top slab, as well as 1 and 2 quartz full blocks, a blue terracotta block, a polished black stone slab, 2 quartz slabs, and we want to go ahead and place down a daily detector, turn that to night mode, and after that we'll go ahead and very simply just place down a blue carpet on the end here. After that, our next row is going to be a nether brick top slab here, followed by black concrete, then 2 smooth quartz blocks back, another blue concrete block like so, a polished black stone slab, then a quartz slab, a daily detector kept on day mode, then a daily detector turned to night mode, and then a blue carpet directly after that. Next row is going to be a nether brick slab on coming off this black concrete block here. And then next to that nether brick slab, we're going to place down a black concrete block, or I should say going back from it. And then a blue terracotta block. We're going to go then place down 2 polished black stone slabs. So we're going to go back from this 1 and 2. And we're going to go then place down 2 daily detectors, which will be kept on day mode. And after those 2 daily detectors, we're going to go then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor. Like so. Next row is going to be a daily detector right here. We're going to go and turn that to night mode. After we have that all done there, we want to go ahead and then place down, actually my bad, sorry, it's going to be a nether brick slab right here. So nether brick slab like so. And we're going to go then place down 3 polished black stone slabs back. Then after that, we want to go and then place down 2 daily detectors, again left on day mode. This daily detector right here we're actually going to swap out for a quartz slab. So we're going to have one more quartz slab there. And then after we have that done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor right here and make sure we have that closed. Next row here is going to be a daily detector here, turn to night mode, then 1, 2, 3. Or sorry, just 2. Polished blackstone, So one quick adjustment to this side here, we're actually going to go ahead and place down a nether brick slab here. And then this daily detector is going to move forward to the side of the second nether brick slab there, turn that to night mode, and then we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone slabs back behind that. With that done, we want to go and then place down 2 daily detectors going back, turn those to night mode, then a daily detector that's left on day mode, and then after that we're going to then place down a birchwood trapdoor directly after that, like so. Our next row is going to be another daily detector to the side of this one, turn to night mode like so. We're going to go then place down a total of 4 more back, so 1, 2, 3, 4. These will all be turned to day mode, and we're going to go then place down a row of 2 of our birchwood trapdoors. Once we have that all done, we want to go and then place down another row of daily detectors. So we're going to place down a row right here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn these to night mode, like so. We're going to go then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor and a birchwood trapdoor right after that. After we have that all done, we're going to then take some white carpet. We're going to place down a white carpet right there. Now, continuing on, we're going to take our dark oak wood trapdoors, and we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, like so. And we're going to then place down a birchwood trapdoor here on the end, and another white carpet. Next row here is going to be 1 and 2, dark oak wood trapdoors like that. And we're going to then place down a blue carpet, and then a white carpet like so. And then after that, we want to go and then place down 2 blue carpet, so 1, 2, and then 1 right here, like that. And after we have that all done right there, that should basically finish off what we have there for layer number 7. Taking a look at it from above, this is what we should have for the top-down view with this layer complete. As you can see, your wings are added on and good to go for the build, and we're just going to continue expanding upon that as we continue on. One thing I would also like to mention for this layer as well is we do have the Navy written on the side of the aircraft here on the back. This is going to be in blue banner with a white letter. So we need N, A, V, Y. I'm not going to go ahead and cover how to make those letters in this tutorial, as they are available in plenty of other tutorials out there that do show you guys how to make letter banners. But basically I'm going to show you guys how to place them. So on the left side here, we're going to go back to the 3rd blue stained glass pane, and we're going to place down our N, followed by our A, V, and Y. That's going to be on the left side. Over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our 6th glass pane back. We're going to place down the N. Then we're going to place down A, V, Y. So it reads left to right, so Navy, and over here left to right, Navy. And that'll be on both sides there of the aircraft. Anyways, though, that right there is going to conclude what we have there for layer number 7, and with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer number 8. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 8. For layer 8, to go ahead and get started with, you're going to place down an air brick slab that'll go on top of this blue terracotta block like so. We're going to go then place down 3 black stained glass blocks back from that air brick slab, then a row of blue terracotta that's going to go back a total of 23 blocks. At this point here, we're going to go and place down a row of pistons that will run along the spine here of the aircraft. So again, if you're on Java, we'll go ahead and place down this row of pistons here. If you're on another version, I would recommend probably placing down a total of about 5 blue concrete blocks, or sorry, blue terracotta blocks, and then I would go after that, the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be polished blackstone slabs. So again, this right here will be a total of 11 pistons. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, I would go ahead and place down 5 more blue terracotta blocks and then 6 polished blackstone slabs going toward the back there. And that will basically help create the spine here of the aircraft. Again, those pistons will be adjusted with the debug stick there if you're on Java once we get the both sides on it built. Anyways, after that, we're going to go ahead and place down, after that row of 11 blocks, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of polished blackstone slabs. That's going to go back 13. And then after that, we're going to place down a row of daylight detectors. That's going to go back a total of 10. So 10 daylight detectors, and those are all going to be turned to night mode. We then want to place down 2 black concrete blocks, then a row of blue terracotta, that's going to be 6, then an air black concrete block, and then 2 more polished blackstone blocks on the back here. We're going to go ahead and place down polished blackstone buns on the last 3 blocks on both sides there, and that right there will basically complete our center line there for the build. Going back up to the front and working our way out to the sides, we're going to place down an air brick slab next to this one, followed by 1, 2, and 3 black stained glass blocks back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 blue terracotta blocks back, and I'm going to double check my count. It is going to be 21 back from that black stained glass. Once we get to this point, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone stairs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 polished blackstone slabs going back. Double check our count here. It's going to be 12 in total. We're going to then place down a stone button here on the very end on both sides like that. Once we have that done, we can go ahead and again grab our debug stick if we're on Java, and we can go ahead and right click each of these pistons to go ahead and convert them to this format like so, to go ahead and help create our sloping there for the spine of the aircraft. After that, we're going to continue to work our way out to the sides by going up to the front here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 black stained glass panes along the side there for the front cockpit, and then we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 blue panes back, an air brick stair, followed by a black concrete block, and then after that we want to go and then place down a row of 1 and 2 blue terracotta, another polished blackstone stair like so, a row of 3 of polished blackstone slabs, and then 1, 2, and 3, and 4 daylight detectors and turn to night mode like so. After that, our next row is going to be going to this air brick stair here. We're going to place down an air brick slab coming off of it, as well as a black concrete block going back from that. Once we have that done, we're going to take our blue terracotta. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blocks back. And we're going to go then place down a polished blackstone wall here. We're going to replace the block of smooth quartz underneath this wall with blue terracotta just to help kind of keep that color a little bit more consistent, as it looks weird leaving that space underneath that quartz. Anyways, though, after that wall, we're going to place down a second wall going back, and then 2 blue stained glass panes like that going back. Our next row here is going to be an air brick slab that will be coming off the side here of the stair like so. And after we have that done, we're going to then take our black concrete and go back 1, 2, 3 back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue concrete blocks back, and they're going to place down 2 polished blackstone slabs after that. Next row here is going to be a nether brick stair coming off the side of this slab here, and then 1, 2, and 3 black concrete blocks back from that. Take our blue terracotta, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks back, followed by 2 polished blackstone slabs, and then a daylight detector like this on the end here, turn to night mode. Next row again is going to be a nether brick slab coming off the side of that block there. We're going to then place down a second and third, just a second slab back, then a black concrete block. Then we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blue terracotta back, and then 1, 2, and 3 polished blackstone slabs back after that. Again, going up to the front here, we're going to place down a black carpet that will go on top of this nether brick stair or nether brick top side right there. And then we're going to place down a black concrete block going back from it, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blue terracotta back, 1 and 2 polished blackstone walls, and then 1, 2, and 3 blue stained glass panes. With that done, we want to go ahead and then grab our black carpet and our daylight detectors here. We're going to place down 1 and 2 black carpet here. We're going to then place down 2 daylight detectors back, so 1, 2, turn those to night mode, and then after those 2, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 dark oak trapdoors, and then a blue carpet. Next row here is going to be a row of 1, 2, 3 dark oak trapdoors, and then 2 blue carpet, and then after that, we want to go ahead and place down 2 black carpet here, and then 2 on top of those 2 black concrete blocks, and then 1 and 2 blue carpet, and that going back, and there's a set of 2 on top of the quartz there to cover that up. And once we have that all done there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 8. Taking a look at it from above, you can see that we're starting to kind of clearly get that shaping and the top of that all done here, and we're kind of done with the difficult parts, basically the wings, and we're going to kind of have our layers get kind of easier and easier as we progress through the last ones. But with that's it for layer 8. Let's move on to layer number 9. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 9. For layer 9 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and go to the top. We're going to place down a warped button like this on this top black stained glass block, followed by a daylight detector turned to night mode. After that, 3 polished blackstone slabs, then a row of 5 of daylight detectors turned to night mode, and then a row of 5 of dark oak trapdoors after those daylight detectors. Going to the sides here, we're going to place down a warped trapdoor, or warped button, sorry, on the side of that button there, a trapdoor back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 daylight detectors all turned to night mode as well, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak trapdoors after that. That right there will do it for the front. Going ahead and moving to the back, we're going to go ahead and place down a black concrete block on top of this second one here. Then 1 more back from that. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blue concrete blocks, a black concrete block, 2 more blue concrete blocks, blue terracotta blocks, my bad, and then a blue stained glass pane there on the very end. After that's all done, we're going to go now move into our engines. Our engines here to go ahead and get started with, we want to begin with by going ahead and placing down a black concrete block on top of this spot right here. Then we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 blue terracotta blocks back, followed by 2 polished blackstone walls, then 1, 2, 3 blue stained glass panes. Next row here is going to be a black concrete block coming off the side of this blue terracotta block. Then going back, we're going to take our blue terracotta, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks back, and then 2 polished blackstone slabs. Our next row here is going to be a narrow black concrete block here in the center. This one here is going to have a narrow brick wall going forward from it, and then a black stained glass pane. Then after that, behind this, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 blue terracotta blocks, then 2 polished blackstone slabs, and then 2 daylight detectors like this turned to night mode. Our next row on the outside here is going to be a black concrete block right there, and we're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue terracotta blocks, and then 1, 2, 3 polished blackstone slabs like that back. And lastly, our final row to the side here is going to be a black concrete block on top of this one, followed by a blue concrete block. We're going to go then place down 2 polished blackstone walls, so 1, 2 going back, and then we're going to place down 2 blue stained glass panes directly after that. And that right there will basically start to form our intakes there for our jet engines. At this point here, we do have some banners we're going to be making for the sides there of those intakes, which will look something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the necessary materials to go ahead and make those banners, and I'll see you guys here in a sec to go ahead and make them. Alright guys, so to make these banners, they're really simple to make. We're going to go ahead and need just 2 black banners, 4 red dye, and 2 blue dye. We're going to go ahead and go into our loom to place down our black banner and our red dye. We're going to go ahead and select our line that goes across like this, and then the line that goes across like this to go ahead and create an X-type shape. This right here will create your first banner like so. After we have that done, this banner will go ahead and place this basically the second banner into our table as well, and we're going to go and do the same exact thing like so. After we have that done, we're going to then place down each one of these banners back into our loom with our blue dye, and we're going to split the banner in half. So we're going to have it with the blue on the left side for one, and the blue will be on the right side for the other one. So you get these 2 banners that look like this. So to place these banners are pretty simple. You're just going to go ahead and go to the side here of this black concrete block on the outsides here of the engines. We're going to place down the banner like this with the arrow kind of pointing toward the back, so it's going to look like that. And then over here on this side, it's going to be like so. So it's going to be the other banner that's going to be facing toward the back there like so. So we have that arrow there. And make sure you hold on to these banners because we will be using them in the next layer. So just kind of an FYI, make sure to put them to the side there so you can come back to them a little bit later. But anyways, that right there is going to conclude what we have for layer 9, and with that, let's move on to layer number 10. And moving into our next layer, we have layer number 10. For layer 10 to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go ahead and go to our engines here. And for our engines, we're going to start by placing down a black concrete block on top of this one right here. Going back from it, we're going to place down a blue terracotta block, and then a blue stained glass pane like so. We're going to go and then place down a narrow brick top slab, like this to the side here. Behind that, we're going to go ahead and place down a black concrete block as well. And we want to go ahead and place down 1 blue terracotta block back. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and place down 3 polished blackstone slabs, like so, going back. Next row here is going to be a narrow brick stair. That's going to be on top of this wall right here. Then going back from that stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished blackstone stair. So like this. And then we're going to then place down 2 daylight detectors turned to night mode like so. We're going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick stair here, coming off that slab, and then a polished blackstone slab directly behind that. Actually, sorry, 2 polished blackstone slabs behind that. Once we have that all done, we also want to go ahead and, just so we don't have to worry about it later, we'll go ahead and grab blue carpet and place it down on top of this black concrete block on both sides there for your intakes. And those were there will kind of complete the engines there. And on the inside here on these black concrete blocks, same thing we did over there. We're going to have the banners here with the arrows, and we're going to have the arrows basically facing toward the back. So you'll go ahead and position your banners accordingly, and you'll have that design there for both sides. And anyways, that right there is going to do it for our engines. Moving back to our vertical stabilizer, we want to go ahead and then place down a black stained glass pane on top of this one here, or on top of this first block, a black concrete block behind it, and then a row of blue terracotta, which is going to be 5 blocks long, a blue concrete block, 2 more blue terracotta blocks, and then a narrow blue stained glass pane there on the very end. Also, on these black concrete blocks here, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone buttons to continue that pattern going upwards. With that all done, though, that is going to conclude what we have there for layer 10. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to a good section of layers as we build up the tail of the aircraft. Alright guys, so moving into these next layers, we're going to be going ahead and moving on to layers 11 through 17. For these layers, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of this one, and then 1 block back, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue terracotta. Actually, sorry, it's going to be 5 blue terracotta. Then a narrow black concrete block, polished blackstone button on both sides here, a narrow blue terracotta block back, and then a polished blackstone wall. Next row is going to be a black concrete block on top of this one here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue terracotta back, a narrow black concrete block here, dark oak button, polished blackstone button to both sides, and then a blue terracotta block, followed by a second blue terracotta block back. We're going to go then place down a black stained glass pane on top of this block here, then a black concrete block back from that, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 blue terracotta, black concrete, polished blackstone button to both sides, and then 2 blue terracotta blocks back. Continuing up, we're going to place down another black concrete block on top of this one here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue terracotta, a black concrete block, and another blue terracotta block, polished blackstone button on both sides of this black concrete block. And then a blue stained glass pane here on the end. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a black concrete block on top of this one right here. And then after that black concrete block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Blue terracotta back, and a black concrete block here. Polished black stone button to both sides. And then we're going to place down a blue concrete or blue terracotta block back and a blue stained glass pane. Our next row is going to be a black, our last row here is going to be a black stained glass pane like this. We're going to go and then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Blue terracotta back, and actually my bad, it's going to be, we're going to delete this glass pane and we're going to delete this first terracotta block, and that's actually going to be a black concrete block. And then after that, we're going to then place down 2 more black concrete blocks, 2 polished black stone buttons on the sides there, and then a polished black stone wall on the end there. And now moving up to our last row, we're going to go ahead and place down a black stained glass pane on top of this first block, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blue terracotta back, like that, to go ahead and make the vertical stabilizer. And that right there will conclude layers 11 through 17 of the tail. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer number 18. Alright guys, so moving into layer number 12. For layer 12, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks on top of those 6 blue terracotta full blocks. We're going to then place down 2 quartz top slabs toward the front with a dark oak wood trapdoor on the end there. And then we're going to place down 2 quartz top slabs toward the back with an iron trapdoor on that end. Going ahead and start with this first quartz full block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 quartz full blocks back. We're going to then go to the side here, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 quartz full blocks. Then we're going to go to the second quartz top slab. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a second row of 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, going out the side there. You're going to do the same thing there on both sides, and that will be the beginning there of our horizontal stabilizers. With that, let's move on to layer number 13. Moving into our next layer, we have layer number 19. For layer 19, to get started with, you're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of this one to appear in the front, 2 polished black stone slabs back, 2 daylight detectors if you're on Java. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, just place down 2 blue terracotta blocks. After that, those 3 blocks though, we're going to place down 3 polished black stone slabs, 2 daylight detectors like so. We're going to keep those on day mode, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor. Actually, sorry, these should be night mode, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor on the end there. We're going to then take our blue carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're on Java, we'll go ahead and grab our debug stick using the same command we've been using, and we're just going to go ahead and right click those pistons like that to go ahead and turn them into that state right there. After that though, we're going to then place down our row of 1 and 2 daylight detectors, turn those to night mode, and then after that we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone slabs, and then 1 and 2 smooth quartz slabs. Next row is going to be a daylight detector turned to night mode, then 1, 2, 3 polished blackstone slabs, and then 1 and 2 quartz slabs. After we have that done, we're going to then go up from this daylight detector, place down a quartz top slab, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back, so you have a total of 6 there. We then want to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quartz full blocks, or sorry, quartz top slabs, and then 1, 2, 3 iron trapdoors like that come out the center, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3 come out the side there, like so. And that right there will basically wrap up everything we have there for layer number 19. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, so for last final layers here, we have layers 20 through 21. For these layers to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 blue carpet, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. We then want to place down 2 daylight detectors like so, turn those to night mode, a polished blackstone slab, and then a smooth quartz slab. We're going to go then place down a row of 2 of polished blackstone stairs. Or actually, sorry, my bad. It's actually going to be a daylight detector turned to night mode, and then 2 polished blackstone stairs, and then a quartz slab on the end there. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs, and then a row of 2. 1, 2. We're going to take our blue carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, and then 1 like that out the side there. And after we have that all done right there, that's going to complete layers 20 through 21, and that will complete our tutorial here for the P6M SeaMaster. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put good use if you do use this build. I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This would be thank you from the side of the build, link to my channel, or this video with this does bring social media sites. And as long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free user for a project you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. With that though, again, the big special thanks to Patreon supporter Derek Frost Westbrook for making this tutorial possible. And as always, if you're interested in becoming a patron, feel free to check out that link, which will be down in the video description. With that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gary204, and I'll see you guys next time.